Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here, part 64 of our Skylanders Spyro's Adventure playthrough. This past weekend was actually my birthday, which fortunately coincided with a price drop on the starter packs. They went from $69 to $49 at Target and GameStop. I think Walmart, Best Buy, Toys R Us are all still $69. I'm sure you can get them to match prices if you have to. My advice is buy from Target because their singles are $7.99 and their triple packs are $19. GameStop actually went up to $10 for a single pack. But what that means is I now have two characters we did not have, and they're actually unboxed. I'll get that video up soon. It's of course the 3DS triple pack. And what I will do is start out. I don't know that Dark Spyro will have a heroic challenge. I really don't think he does, but I know a lot of people probably want to see him, so we'll just go ahead and start with him.
Venture calls.
Okay, a lot of times Dark Spyro just like, oh. Okay, I don't know if his heroic challenge will be the same as Spyro's or not, since this is my second save file and I haven't transferred him over. But here you get a good look at him in the game. He looks blue, kind of a, royal blue or purple, not the legendary blue, but a little different. Main thing is he's got silver wings, silver horns, a silver tail. You kind of get a look at him. A button is primary attack. You notice the standard flame ball, but it's got a little bit of a pinky purple to it. The secondary attack is the charge. Roughly the same mechanics and look. What I want to do though, I mentioned this in the 3DS unboxing, which is in part why it was so long. I'm going to come in and hit the minus button here on the Wii. This is straight out of the box. I've never played with him on the 3DS or the Wii. As you can see, his hero level, which is online, Spyro's Universe 0. Haven't done any heroics. Elemental power is 52. On the card that comes in the game, the power is 70. Critical hit is 30. Armor is 18. On the card, his armor is 40. The speed is 50. Agility on the card is 90. His luck is 60. It's not even listed in there. Max health right now is 280 at this level. I have asked Activision, 4 times now, and I'll never get an answer from them. They just kind of say they'll look into it and then they don't, or if they do, they don't bother to tell me. It's basically widely considered that the stats on the cards have nothing to do with the game at all in any way, shape, or form. Which is unfortunate because you have to wonder why in the world you would make the trading card have stats that don't correspond to anything in the game. A lot of people thought, like myself, these were the initial stats or the maximum stats once fully upgraded. Not the case. People have disproved that. There's someone on the blog, Megan B, I believe. She must be a little bit nicer than I am or something. But she got a response from Activision, which was basically pointless. But I guess they did at least answer her. But they really don't correspond to anything, which is unfortunate. But what I'm going to do with Dark Spyro and Ignitor, I'll keep tabs on them as we progress, just to kind of see if they ever coincide closely, or mainly to see how far off they are. And then once I've basically wrapped everything up, got all the characters to level 10, yada yada, I'll come in, record all of the statistics here on this tab, and we'll go from there. But max health is the amount of hit points you have, which the way they word this stuff is all so screwy, and sometimes they contradict themselves. Speed lets you move faster. Armor makes you harder for enemies to hit. Critical hit increases your chance to do extra damage with your attacks. Elemental power increases damage you do in your own elemental zone. Number of heroic challenges you've completed, and then hero level, your heroic progress on the website, of course. There's the powers right now. He's just got the 2 basements. What I'm going to do now, it's been a long time since I did Spyro's heroic challenge. But if we can find Callie, which here she is. Note how long it takes to even just like break the crates at level 1. No upgrades. We'll see what his challenge is.
Well, step right up then.
I think it'll just be the regular challenge, but I'm not sure. Where art thou paintings? Destroy the 6 ghostly paintings. Reward will be critical hit. So I'm pretty sure this is the same one. If you know it looked like regular Spyro in the picture. It's kind of sad they knew they'd have dark and legendary figures and they didn't incorporate that somehow.
But watch out. The undead won't like this one bit. And remember, the zombies can only be defeated by fire champions.
3, 2, 1.
Like, we've got 3.5 minutes to get to 6 paintings. I think this one is kind of a maze. And I really don't remember it, to be honest with you.
Painting destroyed.
So we'll just kind of go and do it.
Painting destroyed.
I'm not too concerned about leveling him up right now. Just more interested really in completing this. I say that and then I go and collect, you know, the upgrade points, but whatever. I remember this was always kind of a pain because you can't really see well, you know, like where a drop off is and where it isn't. But I guess I'll just, you know, okay, so here's a staircase we should have taken. And of course it's a locked gate. Let's leave those guys for now. Can't remember if you destroy some of these enemies and unlock keys or what. Right there, I think I've always had trouble seeing that gate. I didn't realize there was a spider right there. Okay, so there's no painting here, but yeah. Whatever. I'm so close to, I think I'm ready for, of course you saw Eon telling me to talk to Diggs the Vulcan, and essentially what that means is we're, what, like level 18, 19, I think, or the 2 ones for the fire element. So a lot of these characters, short of doing stuff like this, they're not going to have their full upgrades or level 10. I've debated just going through and doing heroic challenges to try and make that happen. I'll kind of see time-wise how it all goes down. But I'm not going to get points, I'm not going to jack that. Okay, so here's another painting.
Painting destroyed.
Of course, now the issue is going to be, you know, finding everything. You do so many of these, and when it's been this long, I honestly know there's some where you get keys from enemies, but I don't really remember which ones those were. So that doesn't help us a whole heck of a lot. But okay, probably need to go up here. You know, we might get 5 of them or something if nothing else. Let's just take this. See what happens. Oh. So we actually got one here. Finally.
Almost made it.
Let's just abort this. We've got 30 seconds, so there's a good chance we can do it. Oh, there it is. So that really wasn't too bad at all.
Job.
And I mean, you know, they're roughly the same characters, but it's kind of cool. He's Dark Spyro. Hopefully, you know, and I say that somewhat, you know, sarcastically, he stays an exclusive to the 3DS. But +5 critical hit for Where Art Thou painting is just 3.5 minutes, whatever it was, to destroy the 6 ghostly paintings.
You just aced one tough heroic challenge. Now, not only will you get some extra power, but also my own personal thumbs up.
And as always, that is what we are after. I'm just going to go ahead and click no. I'm going to come back and do one, but I'll do it on my own time. So that was Dark Spyro. He didn't level up. I hate we have to skip this whole thing. But we'll let him gather a few more things here. I don't want to talk to Diggs either. Just so you kind of get a good look at Dark Spyro and everything, you know. I'll do a few of these and then I'll switch out coming up, maybe by T-Bone to our next character. But like I said, when you see how long it takes to break the crates, you really appreciate your upgrades. You know, it's kind of hard to remember a time when you had to spend that much just messing around. What I will do now, though, is pull Dark Spyro. And I'm going to come in, again, right now, the only way to get Ignitor is through the 3DS starter pack. He looks like an awesome character. I actually really like Eruptor, and Flameslinger's not bad, but, you know, if he's got good upgrades, he'll probably be my favorite fire element. So he's kind of got a cool voice. As you can see, new heroic challenge. He's my third fire element. I just don't have the other two on this save file yet. Of course, name is Ignitor. Story on Ignitor is that he was always, you know, a spirited knight, kind of upbeat, up-tempo, and willing to defend Skylanders. And he was going out, I believe, to slay a dragon. And what happened essentially was he ran into a cunning witch. She basically said, "Hey, I've got special armor, it'll help you battle the dragon." He believed her, put it on. All was well and good. Then he went to go, you know, combat the dragon. He got hit with a flame ball, and it basically bound him to the suit for eternity. Nonetheless, you know, he remained committed to serving Skylanders, protecting it from chaos and other threats. And you know, he's supposedly looking for the witch, I guess, to settle the score. But everything I'm doing here has been his primary attack, which, I mean, it just looks awesome having a flaming sword. You'd think you'd have to upgrade for that, in all honesty. But I'm just assuming that means his regular upgrades will be that much better. So I'm not going to complain about it. Guess we'll bust that. Can't remember. Okay, there's nothing down there. What I'll do when I get up here is do a secondary. You can kind of hear the clanking of the armor. And note that the torches light up red for the fire elements. But I guess we'll bust this. It's probably got fire. Oh, I guess I'm not to that point in this game yet. My mistake. It's probably magic at the bottom. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize you could. Okay. Anyway, all that aside, here's a good look at his primer. Let's see what he does to Sheen. I'm sorry, I'm easily sidetracked. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, my apologies about that one. Couldn't really resist it. But we can get a little Rizzo Jr. out of the way. There's his primary attack. You can kind of see it. If you hold A down, you can kind of get that. Let's see what he says.
Mister, your head's on fire.
Okay, so I can't remember if I brought that up before, but he actually does say different things to different people. I think Bash, he says something along the lines of, "Oh, I thought you were a rock." So, you know, if you're ever bored, that's something you can check into. Bust up this tree here. And now I'll get back to where we were and do the secondary attack and then try his heroic challenge. Alright, so here's a good spot. It's basically my default position. Okay, I'm trying to... It looks like he spits fire out of his mouth, and then somehow it comes back to his head. I don't quite know the mechanics of it, but it's pretty sweet. We'll try it out here. Seems to deal pretty good damage. Broke that crate in 2 hits, essentially. Nonetheless, there's a few more things we can grab. Then I'll talk to Callie. I really like Ignitor so far. I was always looking forward to playing with him, and now that we can finally do that, It's just a perk where she's always hard to see. I don't know what they were thinking. There she is.
Back for more training, eh? Well, step right up then.
Hopefully we can get this done, you know, quickly. I don't know. I obviously have never done it.
Okay.
Actually,
Like I
I'm
said,
sorry.
These challenges aren't for the faint of heart. Whenever you feel up to it, you look me up, okay?
I actually remembered this just in time. I want to take a look at his stats. Max health 240, speed 43, armor 12, which is kind of ironic. You'd think it'd be higher than that. Critical hit is 40, elemental power is 25. On the card, his power is actually 100. So, as you can see, not really translating that well. Defense on the card is 65. Agility is 40. He's already above that with speed, which you would assume would coincide. So there again, the stats on the cards are basically pointless. Sadly, thank you for spending some time on that, Toys for Bob and Activision. Primary attack is a flame blade, and then the flame form mortar is his second. Go ahead now. I don't know what Callie is doing. It's obviously not too bright. The doors right here, but we'll excuse it.
Hey, think you're up for one of my challenge levels yet?
We can at least talk to her, unlike the Weapon Master, so we'll take her up on it, see what Ignitor's got. Okay, mining is the key. Break rocks to find the keys. To find the treasure, reward will be speed. So this is challenge number 11. Of course, my first time blind playthrough, just introduced Ignitor. We'll see what we can do.
First thing you're gonna need are the keys. There's one for each gate buried in the rocks. Which rocks? I don't know. Keep mining until you find one, and watch out for those horrible rhubarbs. Do this quickly enough, and you'll be rewarded with the luckiest of charms.
3, 2.
I already see the air spell pump, which makes the things really problematic for us. And there's skull and bones too. Not skull and bones. You know what I'm trying to say. The archers. I forgot. I can't think of their name. Yeah, I do have the hammer. I didn't think I picked it up. I guess we had 4 minutes. I honestly didn't pay attention there at the start. For whatever reason, they seem to like to hide the keys in different rocks each time in some of these mine levels, which really sucks. Okay, so that's obviously where we need to go there. I'm not sure exactly even on the layout of this one yet, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully you just continue to progress or something.
You have revealed a key.
Alright. I see a teleporter down there. Okay, so it does look like you at least, you know, don't have to like go back to the start to go to gate 2 or something to that effect. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep checking these in case there is a key or something. This is not planned. I've got to say, Ignitor, for being an entry-level character thus far, has really held his own. He seems to deal pretty good damage to all these people, so that's pretty sweet. Now let me go ahead and take the spell punk out before we get into a whole mess with the and everything. Looks like we've got the archers above us. Unfortunately, they can shoot
You have
us.
revealed a key.
Okay. You know what I've got to say, for being a dude in heavy armor, Ignitor is actually pretty dadgum quick out of the box. I'm assuming once you find the key you can advance, but since it's my first time through, I'm sort of doing it differently. There's that teleporter. There's probably a spell punk somewhere. I don't see him, but I see the results of him. I'm sure we're going to get ambushed from behind. Oh. Yes, it looks like there's a few more. We totally nailed that guy. The problem is, I feel like we're making great time. I just, as of right now, I kind of want to keep exploring, you know? Just in case. There's like a secondary key or something that we don't know about at this point in time. So tempting to grab that, I couldn't help myself. We've got a minute left. Looks like you've got to go through here. Fortunately, the key wasn't in that rock. A bit too easy, I guess.
You have revealed a key.
Okay. This is probably a deal where we... Yeah. You know what? If this goes through, I can't tell if it did or not. Okay, it didn't. I didn't think it did based on the game, but I thought I'd try anyway. So. Now we're having to backtrack just a little bit. And I basically have determined that once you find the key, you should just proceed. Don't know how well that'll always remain true. We're to a point now we need 2 keys, which means we probably aren't going to get them in time.
You have revealed a key.
Okay, we got 1, but I don't see
10 seconds remaining. You have revealed a key.
Oh, jeez. Final hit. There you go.
You have revealed a charm. Heroic
Oh,
challenge
you're kidding
failure.
me. I thought that was the end and we made it in
Oh,
like 5
no.
seconds.
I'm afraid
and
you didn't
clearly,
quite make it. I told you these things were tough. Want to give it another try?
Jeez.
Maybe you'll have better luck with a different champion.
Okay, so we were ridiculously close to that. If they would have just let the luckiest of charms be with the Earth Punk, we would have completed it with like a second left. Sadly, it's like 12 feet to the right, so we didn't get it in time. But what that means, I can probably get it this time. Like I said, I've determined that once you get a key, it's safe to just proceed ahead. You're not like going to find 2 keys in area 1 to unlock gates 2 and 3 or something like that. So you should get it this time unless something really, you know, unpredicted happens. So
First thing
I remember where the first key was,
There's 1 key.
and let's see, I'm going to skip that. I'll take out the Earth Punk, and then I remember that the first key was right back. Jeez. I did not remember that many enemies in all honesty, but I think the key was, I guess I don't have the freaking pickaxe. I know the key wasn't here the first time. I'm assuming they moved them. I kind of had to backtrack anyway, so I think the key was right in this area. Huh. Okay, well, we've clearly run into some unexpected issues this time. I have not found the key. I know the gate was, you know, like right over there.
You have revealed a key.
There it is. So it's close. I felt like it was in that other group last time. That actually took a lot of time. Hopefully we can make it. Okay, that secondary attack I feel like would just slow us down. So probably stick to the sword.
Revealed a key.
I don't know if we're gonna make it this time, sadly. Just that first one took us quite some time.
You
to eliminate ASAP.
have revealed a key.
And I'm actually surprised he hasn't leveled up. We should gain a little bit of time back this way. I just know that based on last time, there weren't like keys that you had to really backtrack for. So take him out, take the teleporter. Oh, the spell point is hidden somewhere.
You have revealed a key.
There he is. You know what? I'm just gonna skip him. Since we're right by the door, and yeah, I know we're gonna need the time.
You have revealed a key.
If he wants to. Oh, that was really easy too. So, since he's not really leveling up, I'm just gonna try to focus on the challenge and not really gaining much. But he makes really quick work of pretty much all of these. There was a key at the back of this one, and then the other side, down by the water last time.
You have revealed a key.
Okay, go ahead and stick that one in.
You have
We
revealed
should
a key.
make this unless something really oh, yeah. We'll definitely make it this time. I didn't say he had the luckiest of charms, though. Oh. I guess I just assumed you know that now. I thought it was kind of funny the way they were. So 36 seconds. We'll just come in here. I'm going to try to beat those guys. Just to get the points, and then I'll grab that. We have plenty of time. I don't know, maybe sometimes it changes locations. I'm just hitting these in case there's like something,
Heroic challenge
some
complete.
hidden treasures.
Excellent
I'll
job.
just grab it. That one's actually fairly easy in all honesty. So, okay, +8 speed, mining is a key, break rocks, find the
Way
keys,
to
find
go!
treasure.
You
Got it
just
done.
aced one tough heroic challenge. Now, not only will you get some extra power, but also my own personal thumbs up.
Alright, so what I will do here is exit out and end this one. I'm going to have to skip through this cutscene for everybody. Again. Alright. So there we go. That wraps up part 64. We introduced Dark Spyro and Ignitor. Like I said, due to the issue with the cards, I'll kind of keep tabs on their stats for everybody, see how it pans out in comparison. But what I'm going to do now, part 65, I'll record some upgrades, and then I will continue with basically chapter 18, hoping to play through 21 tonight, and then maybe record and edit and upload and everything. So, questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube or the blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, whichever you prefer. And as always, thanks for watching.